Try to make a billion on accident. Old money, I want no new friends. Won't get the chance to come and hurt me again. Hey, Monster Ma, what up, man? This is Monster, and I'm back with another video, man. You already know what's up, man. Today we got a cool little video, man. I ain't gonna say a little video, big video, because it's Niagara Falls. It says, what's hidden behind Niagara Falls? Now, y'all know I'm very inquisitive, and I'm very into, like, science and things of nature when it comes to things like this. So, we about to see what these folks talking about. You feel me? Like, we about to see what they talking about. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, you feel me? Like, what y'all think behind us? Like, what they mean? I thought Niagara Falls. Like, what y'all mean behind it? Like, y'all talking about inside, like behind, or y'all talking about like behind the waterfall? Like, let me know something. I don't know. I ain't never been. So we about to find out what they talking about. If you're new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. And if you already subscribed, thank you. Go ahead and like, comment, and share. And let me know what y'all think about this video. Like, I'm looking at it right now. I'm not like watching it, obviously, but I'm looking at like the little thumbnail thing, whatever. I think it'll be good. Like, it don't seem like it's gonna be scary. But the word hidden. I ain't gonna lie, I need somebody to be right here with me, so I can be like, you feel me? Like, you feel me? I need some. Hey, who wanna come on the reaction channel? You feel me? Like, who wanna come on the reaction channel? We can react together to some stuff. But yeah, that's about it. I ain't gonna hold y'all. That's about it. You gotta go ahead and get into this video. I ain't about to hold y'all much longer. You feel me? Like, I ain't about to hold y'all much longer. And I got somewhere to go. So I'm not even trying to rush through this, but I gotta get through this. You feel me? You understand me? Okay. But yeah, man. Make sure you tell your mom, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your sister, your lover, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa. You feel me? Tell the world. Tell the family.
Want to start an online store?
Tell the friends of the family too.
That are ready to sell? Head over to wix.com/dropshipping.
For sure. Let's get it, man.
Is there anyone on Earth who doesn't dream of seeing Niagara Falls?
Oh, don't do that. Come on now. Don't be doing a little circle thing.
I think so. Every year, this natural wonder is visited by about 14 million tourists. Everyone dreams of taking a photo here, refreshing themselves in the cool spray of the waterfall, and of course, tossing in a coin for luck. It would seem, what mysteries could possibly be hiding in a place with such a huge flow of people? It turns out, it still has its secrets. Some of them are pretty eerie, but I still try to unravel them. Today, I'm going to tell you something that likely isn't told in geography lessons. We're going to visit one of the most terrifying places within the vicinity of the waterfall. Then we're going to learn about the brave people who risk their lives for the sake of conquering the dangerous element. We'll then walk along the bed of the Niagara River and discover many interesting things. It's time to get out your raincoats. The journey begins. We used to refer to it simply as Niagara Falls, but in fact, this is a whole complex of waterfalls on the Niagara River. Horseshoe Falls is a waterfall located in the Canadian province of Ontario, and American Falls and Bridal Veil Falls in the state of New York, USA. Niagara Falls.
I kid y'all not, I just learned something new. That's why I watch these videos. Wow. Like, y'all hear this? Like, me bro, you hear this? I am new to this. You just cheesing. Ugly boy. Sorry. But, I didn't know that. I probably should have thought it was only one. I thought it was that big circle waterfall. What the heck? That's wild. That's wild. I knew it stretched out, but I was looking like that. Excuse me. And I knew New York. I knew it was like right there by like Canada, but dang, that's crazy. That's why I just learned something new.
serves as a kind of border between the two countries. Its history began about 16,000 years ago during the last ice age. At that time, the northern regions of the North American continent were covered by a glacier more than 1.5 kilometers or 1 mile thick.
Oh, wow.
When the ice retreated, the Great Lakes were formed. About 12,000 years ago, the waters flowing from the lakes made a path for themselves, later cutting a channel, the Niagara River. The lakes were arranged in a cascade, and the water flowed from one to the other. This is how one of the world's most famous waterfalls was born. Today, its size is admired. You can draw a parallel between it and the world's most famous attractions. For example, the height of Niagara Falls can be compared to the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, or the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa, and the speed of its flow is so incredible that it's comparable to a tsunami. It would take the average family about 7.5 years to use up the volume of water that flows through Niagara Falls in just 1 second. But what's hidden behind this mighty column of water? I'll start with the fact that Devil's Hole is located on the territory of the national park. This is the name of a cave, which it's best to steer clear of. This may not seem very scientific, but it's believed that evil spirits live here. And for anyone who dares to climb inside, trouble awaits. It sounds improbable, but even in the guidebooks, this place is not recommended to visit. Fatal accidents always happen here. The sinister power of the cave was tested in the 17th century by the famous explorer of North America, La Salle. Legend has it that an evil spirit spoke to him and ordered him to return home immediately and end his expeditions and exploration of the world. The traveler ran out of the cave in horror, but chose not to believe the evil spirit. He continued to conquer new lands. Bad luck came to him one by one. Diseases, pirates, shipwrecks. But La Salle continued his expedition.
Thugging.
Unfortunately,
Hey, he thugging. He like, I know what you said, but I stand on what I'm doing. You feel me? That's just like your op saying, hey, or you feel me? One of them situations, they be like, hey, this my turf, this my section when I do my thing. Hey, don't play. If you play, you lay. If you still over here, it's a problem, and you still do it. He thugging. That man did not care about the repercussions at all. And even when they occurred, I remember like, you know what, that nigga was right. We out here now. You feel me?
The coast of Texas, it all came to an end. Tired sailors mutinied and simply killed their leader. The predictions of the evil spirit came true. We can only wonder if it was just a beautiful legend or really the machinations of the same spirit. But in the 18th century, something much worse happened here. In the year 1763, 81 British soldiers met their death here. They were attacked by the Seneca Indian tribe. The natives outnumbered their opponents by at least 3.5 to 1. The outcome of the battle was predictable. Some were killed, some were thrown into the abyss. Then the horses and wagons were also thrown in. After this terrible story, the place was considered cursed. There's another feature of the waterfall.
It was considered cursed because people came from a different place trying to take over some stuff that didn't belong to them. And them folks got into it with the real ones that stood their ground. That ain't got nothing to do with a cave. You remember? That ain't got nothing to do with it. Nigga, if they wouldn't have came over here messing with people trying to take stuff that wasn't theirs, it would have never happened. It would have still been alive. That had nothing to do with the cave. I'm just saying. That ain't got nothing to do with the cave. You know, I'm keeping it real. You know, I'm solid, I'm real, I'm funny, and I'm authentic. Folks up better get your dough up. Yeah. Hey, no. That ain't got nothing to do with that little cave. I don't even like the name, to be honest. But that ain't got nothing to do with the cave. I'm just saying.
The fact is that in the summer, the water flow becomes weaker than in other seasons. And at night, it generally decreases by half. Who or what is stealing the water from the waterfall? It turns out that these are power plants. A strict schedule for water intake from the waterfall was developed in the middle of the 20th century. This was done on account of tourism. In order to continue attracting thousands of people to the waterfall every day, it was necessary to maintain the same water pressure. Therefore, it was decided to conduct the main water intake at night and during the low tourist season. However, there were times in the history of the waterfall when it could have lost its tourists altogether, just because it stopped. In the mid-19th century, this stop lasted 30 hours. A strong storm broke the ice on Lake Erie, and one of the ice floes blocked the course of the Niagara River. This natural dam shifted only when the wind changed direction. 121 years later, the waterfall dried up again, but this time it was a planned operation. Unprecedented measures to stop the waterfall were taken in...
That's wild. But it was supposed to happen. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Humans need to leave stuff alone, man. That y'all want to flow like that. That's how that river want to flow, man. For real. If that's how that river wanted to flow,
in order to
that's how that river
preserve
wanted
it
to flow.
and reduce rock erosion, a temporary
If it was
stone
supposed to
earth
stop,
dam
it was
was
supposed to
built.
stop.
The best specialists were sent to study the riverbed and repair any damage. Deteriorating pieces were fixed together with bolts.
I don't like that.
All of their forces were thrown into the fight against erosion. When the work was finished, the artificial dam was blown up and the waterfall resumed its torrents. Stopping the waterfall revealed not only piles of stones and many coins, bodies were also found under the waterfall. Surprisingly, there were only 2 of them. There should have been a whole cemetery. About 40 people die here every year. But it seems that the bodies of others are simply carried away from the waterfall by the rapid river. In general, jumping into the waterfall was once considered almost a folk sport. Since the 19th century, it has attracted daredevils from all over the world. First, people tried sending a boat with animals on board down the waterfall. These pioneers were a bear, a bison, 2 foxes, and 2 geese.
Wow.
Only 1 goose survived. People weren't deterred by such a bleak result. It's believed that the tradition of jumping from the waterfall was established by a certain Sam Patch. He jumped from a high tower into the gorge below the waterfall and survived. Then the crazy race to conquer the stormy elements began. People tried swimming under the waterfall, going over it in barrels, and even huge rubber balls. As you can imagine, few managed to survive. Other daredevils chose a way of conquering the waterfall by air. They walked on a tight
I
wire
remember
or
that.
rope from one side of the
I remember
gorge
when
to
he
the
did that.
other. It was only in the year
Yeah,
2012
Yeah.
that a brave man dared to pass over the waterfall from one country to another. His feat is now considered the longest tightrope walk in history. The coast
He did
of the
that, Dino.
Niagara River also has its secrets. Here, just 12 kilometers, almost 7.5 miles upstream from Niagara
Crazy, huh?
Falls, more than 20,000 artifacts have been found. The earliest ones
Y'all
are at
just
least
know what kind of
4,000
bitch I'm
years
recording.
old. These finds open a window into the distant times when people lived a nomadic life and
we good?
engaged in hunting, fishing, and collecting plants. This is revealed by the tools found here. Stones were used to make arrowheads and spears, as well as drills. Later artifacts were also found near Niagara Falls. They include bullets that seem to date back to the 1930s or 40s. More secrets of Niagara Falls will be revealed in future stops at the waterfall. Centuries-old rocks contain many more fossils, and how many interesting things might be hidden at the bottom of the lake. In 50 years, progress will have taken a step forward. You'll definitely be able to discover and study more artifacts. The waterfall is planned to be stopped once again to replace the century-old pedestrian bridges. This operation was supposed to begin in the year 2019, but due to funding, it was postponed indefinitely. What do you think? When will they stop the waterfall? Write a date in the comments. And if you know what else is lurking in the waters of Niagara, be sure to let us know.
I don't know, my guy. I don't know. That's none of my business. That is none of my business. Hey, that's wild. I don't like how it ended because why is humans trying to stop a waterfall when we got so many other things we can be concerned about? I'm just saying. We got so many other things going on. Why a waterfall? Why? It formed naturally. It's there. Let it stop on its own time. Why we always bothering stuff? Like, I don't get that. But hey, man. If you made this far, thank you and I love you. Remember, you can go anywhere. You can do anything. As long as you take yourself with you. Most of all, man, we out, man. Peace.
Don't hurt anymore. My heart's been broken, maybe worse than before. I tried to love, but that shit don't open doors. Tears of angels. Went to the pen, I did a bid. I'm plugged with the cartel. I get roadside assistance, they deliver the bill.